October 20th, 2022. Crypto firms try to influence U.S. elections. In an effort to sway the election results in their favor, cryptocurrency companies and investors across the sector are investing in the campaigns of the Republican and Democratic parties in the run-up to the U.S. midterm elections. So far, donors associated with super PACs are estimated to have contributed about $70 million to the campaign of candidates from both parties. That amount far exceeds lobbying expenditures related to defense of pharmaceutical industry issues. According to a Bloomberg report, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is among the biggest donors. The savvy billionaire has previously made it clear that he is willing to invest up to $1 billion in the 2024 presidential election. It is important to note, however, that funding from donors is not given directly to legislative candidates for election campaigns. Such fundraising is done only by independent expenditure committees, known as super PACs. These entities are authorized to raise and organize money from individuals and corporations, including labor unions and associations. Nordea exceeded forecasts thanks to interest. Finnish banking group Nordea released its third-quarter operating profit Thursday, slightly exceeding market expectations thanks to higher interest income, slightly improving its full-year outlook for expenses and earnings. Rising inflation and a rapid tightening of monetary policy are boosting Scandinavian banks' interest income, while rising household and corporate spending and downturns in real estate markets have yet to translate into higher credit losses. Scandinavia's largest bank reported operating profit to 1.30 billion euros, $1.27 billion for the quarter, up from 1.27 billion euros a year earlier, beating the average forecast of 1.26 billion euros from a Refinitiv analyst survey. Interest income at Nordea, which has major operations in Norway, Denmark, Finland, and Sweden, rose 15%. Nordea's shares, which were lifted by strong results from Handelsbanken on Wednesday, rose 1%, outperforming the broader markets where leading Scandinavian indices opened in the negative. Gold continues to fall amid rising dollar. Gold prices fell further on Thursday after falling more than 1% in the previous session, helped by a strengthening U.S. dollar and Treasury bond yields amid lingering fears of a sharp increase in rates by the Federal Reserve. Spot gold fell 0.2% to $1,626.12 an ounce. Prices earlier hit a new three-week low of $1,621.20. U.S. gold futures fell 0.3% to $1,629.7. Although gold is considered a hedge against inflation and economic turmoil, rising U.S. interest rates have increased the opportunity cost of holding zero-yield bullion and boosted the dollar. The dollar index rose 0.1%, making gold less attractive to holders of other currencies, and the benchmark 10-year Treasury bond yield rose to its highest level since mid-2008. Analysts say gold could gain a foothold above the $1,600 mark when U.S. core personal consumption expenditures data due out next week becomes the next major breaking point. Meanwhile, a review of the Fed's Beige Book showed that U.S. economic activity has slowed in recent weeks, although it has remained flat in some regions and declined in others, while firms said price pressures remain elevated.